not every one of us have to worry too much about who we marry. But there are some persons, the more sensitive and specific a destiny is, the more critical alignment will be. And you can tell from the amount of jealousy the Holy Ghost is showing to that area of your life. The moment you look at somebody, if he doesn't speak on any matter, who is the person who will not answer you? Want somebody, he's not the person though. So who is the one? He's not saying anything. I've been there. It was very frustrating. In that season of confusion, one thing that helped me was that I drew up a list mentally what must be present. So I just knew that these following things must be in my wife. She must be able to suffer. I'm not saying that she will suffer, but she cannot be of the stock of women who cannot what? Suffer. Because it goes even with the office. Do I look at someone that wants to suffer? Me myself. Do I look at someone that wants to suffer? No, but I just knew by the Holy Ghost these things must be present. So it helped to fish out the ones that are not likely to. And I was not going to negotiate being attracted to a babe. Most of you will start, dragging pastors for marrying beautiful wives. That's why I'm speaking on their behalf now, to let you know that yes, it's not really about the container. The content is more important, right? But for a man, because a man is wired for what he's seeing, it just goes to say that along with the different things you write, that can be number 4, number 5. I used to be a very vain person. Vain in the sense that, you should look at it this kind of way, until I had to tell myself what will make me truly happy at the end. One of the questions I asked her was, is Jesus Lord? I said, is there anything Jesus can tell us to do that will be difficult for you to obey? No. So when you are asking or you're wondering how I'm able to do what I'm doing, it's because I didn't ask the question after we're married. You will now know that beauty is vain. When you have entered, and you already know as you have entered that you should just strike away your destiny. So I asked her, what did I ask you, madam? Please give her mic.
You asked about my background, my family, what we went through growing up and all. I think I remember, we have history with the ring you got. So you looked at me and you were like, Kai, you're not vain, no. So you were just grateful for that I wasn't vain.
I bought what I go forward. And it wasn't a problem. So I mentioned it that you are not vain, because some ladies, literally, they will not accept if it's not a kind of, that's not the conversation that I should be having with somebody I want to do life with. You will not marry a goat.